Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit. It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll see Mike Gesicki. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at them.
Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. McCole Hardman now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And the work's already half done thanks to that return. They're taking over at midfield. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
This guy, Mahomes. How many defensive coordinators have uttered that? This guy, Mahomes. All he's done is raise the bar of quarterback greatness in this league. He led the Chiefs to their 4th Super Bowl in 5 years. And, Kate, this is what's remarkable to me. Just the 6th quarterback ever to win 3 of them, and he's still only in his 8th year in this league.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets them a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down from the red zone. Has it on the slant. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by a motivated player coming off an injury, one of the game's great young QBs, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Play action now, Burrow. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th downs instead.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. Finds his man, Rice. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal. Again, Mahomes to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Throwing again, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. First down, Burrow to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Second down now, 7 to go. Burrow setting up the play action. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that makes it third down. Burrow. That pass complete to Moss. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll run here. It's Zach Moss who gets it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
On third down, here's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Chiefs' offense set to take over again. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Got his target, it's Tony. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He'll step up, and there he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. To the air, Mahomes. This one is taken in by Tony. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go. Completes this one to Rice. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. Third down coming. Now it's Mahomes. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Up and good from Blankenship. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Running out of the gun with Moss. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Motioning the tight end now. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Moss gets it from the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. Justin Reed with the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. Burrow out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. On 1st down, here's Burrow. On target to his man Higgins. This is ahead for about 5. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Up the gut, they go with Moss. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Burrow setting to throw. He's got him, that's Moss. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 17-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Renfro on the catch. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Trying to run for this with Moss. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying for it with Burrow. Able to find Renfro here. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Play action now. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their 1st turnover last time out. Now they put their 1st sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Butker knocks it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Hardman with a return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. On target to his man, Tony. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the red zone now. Couldn't connect there, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Finds his man, Chase. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Justin Reed with the tackle. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7. Burrow from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Nicole Hardman on the Chiefs' return. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 39. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing is Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Bengals football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a carry by Evans. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Justin Reed with the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They bring the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that's good for a gain of 5. Justin Reed with the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs aren't headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs hoping to grow their lead before halftime. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, you put more dime defenders on the field, and what you really see are so many more eyes. Remember, as a quarterback, you drop back, and you love to see those linebackers. You love to see base defense, but you get those DBs on the field, and it feels like everybody's looking at you, and it can lead to takeaways just like that.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. The left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Here's Burrow. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. To throw again, it's Burrow. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he's gonna score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Got his target, it's Tony. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll send their tight end right. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Gray. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. A tight end in motion now. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, Gray. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, Mahomes to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Another throw for Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score
now to kick
wins.
this one away. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Stays in the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Chiefs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Dax Hill up for the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Has it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Blitz coming, Mahomes. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. Returns looking good so far. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They've got 1st down from the 31. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's Gesicki, he's got it! And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Mahomes on 1st and 10. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. A first down carry for Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A second down run by Pacheco. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. First down, Burrow to throw. Got his target, it's Higgins. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Burrow setting to throw. Renfro on the catch. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Brown on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 20 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation? Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Play action now. Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. So out now comes the punter. the one to send it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They've got a man in motion. Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. That one gains 7. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Following the play, officials signaling for a stoppage as we see it's Marquise Brown shaken up. He's in need of some help from the trainers. All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And there was no place to go. He blew that run up at the line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Reed now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. On 1st down, here's Burrow. That pass caught by Renfro. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Give to Evans from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 3 on the final play of quarter 3. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Third and 4 coming up now. Burrow from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got first down from the 31. Burrow. This one taken in by Chase. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he'll get them enough for a first down. Motioning him from the slot right. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. A run with Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Now Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They've got first down from the 31. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. Another throw for Mahomes. Finds his man, Gray. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. On target to his man, Tony. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down from the red zone. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Reed now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. This offense getting all set for this series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Pass him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Higgins makes the catch. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Burrow to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To throw again, it's Burrow. Escapes a defender. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardman with a return. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it'll be 2nd down. Tight end in motion right. Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. Hauled in by Gray. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All right, set now. 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Right back to Pacheco. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They'll run, Pacheco. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Trying again with Pacheco. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. That pass caught by Renfro. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Got a man. It's Gesicki. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Burrow. Trying to push it deep downfield. Ooh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.